Evoh looking to make up ground and join Firstkiller on 2 wins. Firstkiller trying to break away even further from the chasing pack and put himself in a very safe position for a Salt Mine 3 Finals top 4 seed. Beautiful shot though from Evoh to kick things off. That's an effortless top corner volley. You know, when you're in that kind of position, you're low bounce dribbling and you're looking to volley the ball with the front end of the car with a side flip like that. It doesn't really matter if you flick it or volley it in some ways. You can get a similar outcome. Yeah, that's what Evoh did there, even with the low boost. Oh, the title still says EU. Thanks for letting me know. I'll go ahead and change that. Firstkiller denied the tight game by Evoh's effective point-blank range defense. Firstkiller looping back around to mid there. Only has 23 boosts to play with though. How can you watch the last series today? Well, it'll be here. So yeah, just stay here and we'll have the last series today. First we've got this series, then we've got the second last series, and then we've got the last series of the day. It's usually in that order. But look at this, 2-0 Evoh. Confident boost management by him. He knew he had an advantage here. Firstkiller is trying to play safely with 50-ish boost. But Evoh just called his bluff and decided he could go. Now Evoh dribbling the ball back early in the game. We're seeing this so often in ones these days. Very interesting to see the possession-focused gameplay. It's 3-0 Evoh. Well, well, well. This could be wide open by the end of this round. Remember that while this is happening, Diaz is playing Chronic, so someone else in the group, if Firstkiller loses this, Evoh and Firstkiller are both going to be on 2 wins. One of Diaz and Chronic is guaranteed to be on just 2 wins after this round. And one of apparently Jack and Cosmic is also guaranteed to be on 2 wins after this round. That would be a 4-way tie for 2 wins and 2 losses going into the last round of games. Ridiculous swings are still possible. No one out of the running for first place or last place currently in the group. Evoh with a dive across the net keeps it a clean sheet for now. He's into the air for another air dribble. And another bump as well. And Firstkiller just recovers to save it. Just barely, but still enough on the save to get a good clear as well. Now don't forget, Evoh was actually the first seed in his group. He won his group in stage 1 of Salt Mine 3. So this is not completely new territory for him, being in the running for a group stage victory. Firstkiller's completely lost control in the setup for that flick. Much too heavy of a first touch, and now he actually just let Evoh advance into a 50-50 again. Evoh really denying Firstkiller the space he wants at the moment. Firstkiller's clattered the bar with a follow-up flick, and Evoh will easily grab the boost off the back of that one. Firstkiller's going to lose possession here as well. Trying desperately to keep it. In fact, he might have found a way to do so. Evoh cleverly rotates around the ball to get a shot opportunity, but it's something Firstkiller is more than ready for. Flip reset by FK. He is on the board in game 1. It took a while, but when eventually he did score, it was a nice goal. Evoh faked to jump. Try and get Firstkiller to pull the trigger too early. Firstkiller just immediately using that reset to send the ball past him. No response possible for EJ. Oh my goodness, wait! Firstkiller! He panics on the goal line. I think it was definitely savable here. Oh, he's just panic flipped and gone away from the ball. I mean, he's obviously trying to get in the way of the ball there, trying to flip in between the ball and his goal, but he didn't get anywhere near enough contact on it. It's 4-1. Evoh with a very strong first game. Evoh's trying to get Firstkiller to commit too early. Firstkiller not going to do that, but now Evoh will take the ball back and keep control. Threat into the transition down the middle there for Evoh. Firstkiller absorbs the first challenge. Evoh's trying to get the boost on spawn here. Has to bail. Play the ball instead, but it's a good touch. Clear the ball. Almost full length of the pitch. It gets Evoh back in 100 boost position. Firstkiller spiraling into a reset threat. It's a pogo. Oh, it's a beautiful shot. Firstkiller shoots it behind Evoh with the pogo. Look at the placement on this one. He actually slowed the ball down. Evoh is diving in, trying to shut down the shot as quickly as possible, but the shot actually came later than he expected and ended up going behind him. Heavy hit from Firstkiller on the follow-up. Rebound, also a hard hit to the top corner. Saved by the bar though. Evoh down the middle with just 12 boosts. Booms it straight at Firstkiller. Firstkiller's save will not have a follow-up from Evoh. It's Firstkiller on the counter-attack. Delayed flick and a third goal. Well, after a very slow start, after a long goal drought for Firstkiller standards, the floodgates appear to have opened. This will be a long minute and 9 seconds from Evoh's POV, even if he can get his hands on the ball. Firstkiller losing the ball to his back corner intentionally there. It was a pretty vicious bounce. It's actually forced Evoh all the way back. Evoh enters the play again without wasting any time. He's got the boost steal planned on spawn, gets it. Evoh in attack. Masterful first touch from Evoh, but he's actually let it roll away from him a bit too much in the air there. Evoh running away from Firstkiller. Dribbling the ball in defense. Firstkiller can't go. Evoh's spacing brilliantly here. Firstkiller dives, Evoh's just going to beat him to it. Firstkiller forced to stay back. And now Evoh's just hitting pot shots high at the net, wasting Firstkiller's time. 20 seconds to go. Evoh tested, but passes the test of Firstkiller's long shots. That's not something that's usually easy to handle. Firstkiller is some of the best long shooting in the game. Evoh beats him to the punch, and he might be able to close the deal here. Goes for top corner and gets it. It's Evoh in game one by a couple of goals. You know, it's easy to forget just how good Evoh is when he shows up, because he has so many really bad days. I'm not trying to downplay him when I say this, but Evoh is one of the least consistent top tier players in NA 1v1. He's had some days where he just shows up and completely fumbles the bag, and other days where he shows up and he beats Firstkiller and makes it look like a really controlled performance. 15 shots in the next ranked post game stats for Evoh. If you're just tuning in for NA today, remember to use !TNR in Twitch chat to find the link for thenextrank.com, or scroll down to the YouTube description. Another reminder that we did have the site go down earlier on today, so if it's down when you check it, just check back later. We'll have it fixed, and you'll be able to access that 15% discount by signing up to the nextrank.com email list. New video went out yesterday, by the way. We had a new video to the nextrank.com email list. We actually had a bit of a Q&A. We took some of the questions from you guys who've been replying, and also some of the questions from comments on the unlisted videos that you guys have access to if you have decided to sign up. So 1-1 Skippy against CRR. Skippy getting his first win in Salt Mine 3 main event there. Great stuff from him. Wavy 1-0 over Beast Mode. They've got one win against each other in Salt Mine Stage 1 and Stage 2. So this is the decider between Wavy and Beast Mode, which Wavy currently has the edge in. Daniel giving AJ even more problems in Salt Mine 3. It's not looking good for Apparently Jack. One game down against Cosmic. Remember, it's not just about series wins for Apparently Jack in his hunt for a Salt Mine 3 final spot. Also important that he wins as many games as possible and loses as few as possible. Yeah, last time I checked, the nextrank.com site was down. We've asked the provider why that's the case, so we're waiting to hear back from them. I'm sure they'll have a response soon enough. Firstkiller, the long-range air dribble. Evoh with the initial save, and Firstkiller's going to start again from his own back corner. Instead of the off-the-wall air dribble, notice what Firstkiller's done there, just passing to himself by pinging the ball into the ceiling. Evoh trying to follow through with a demo there, and just plays for the ball. No need for the 100 boost, 75 is enough, says Evoh. Well, you can't get the boost steal from Firstkiller. No bad saves. Firstkiller's game when he's shadowing, really. Those of you who followed Firstkiller's once career will know that's what he used to main in defense, just shadowing and counter attacks. A nice read there from Evoh, knowing the ball's going to bounce downwards, and plays the awkward position quite well. He's trying to stay out of Firstkiller's vision here, so Firstkiller doesn't know where to hit this one, but Firstkiller's always got that heavy touch to make sure that he's not falling for a trap. Composure here from Evoh. Good spot to know where Firstkiller would be. He's got Firstkiller in a very precarious position here. Boost steal for Evoh. Can't get the finish. This is still a very strong position overall. Gets away from Firstkiller's bump, but Firstkiller still plays the ball. Evoh trying to turn it around and score. He does. Oh, phenomenal control by Evoh. Firstkiller find a way to get into the play, but for once, he didn't get a lot of power on his touch, and that really is very rare when Firstkiller's trying to hit the ball hard. He did a decent job to get a touch at all. Right, for this time it wasn't a good one. Firstkiller now into the air, looking for the lead, and he should be getting it here. Of course, he's so automatic with the double taps. Evoh challenging early and low. Firstkiller placing a double tap so early. I mean, he didn't slow down there once he'd got the outplay. Didn't try and hit the ball at any kind of safer or easier angle. So he knows he's more than capable of hitting even the most difficult rebounding angles. Evoh with a nice bit of momentum retention there to keep the pressure on Firstkiller. Evoh not at all looking outmatched mechanically, and that's impressive given the fact that Firstkiller's mechanics have looked so on point in this tournament. Oh, what a bump! Evoh ties it. Long range air dribble bump, but like a heat seeking missile, he does make contact. This is huge for Evoh's group stage run. Huge to get away from the competition for Evoh. If he can get a second win here, he will be at least one series ahead of one of apparently Jack and Cosmic, whoever loses between the two. So impressed by the composure of Evoh in this matchup as well. He might have just been outplayed there though. Oh no, Firstkiller's missed it. It's going to be Evoh scoring. Just when it looked like Evoh had underestimated Firstkiller's aggressive play in the back corner, it's Firstkiller who is missing the ball from point blank range. It looked like a very awkward finish, to be fair. It was extremely easy for Evoh at the other end. Suddenly he's looking great in the matchup. Firstkiller with a boost steal though. Evoh just has 12. Uses it so well though. Gets a decent clear, but it looks like he's ran away too far from the play here. Firstkiller cleans up his initial open net miss with a solid rebound. Yeah, Evoh just jumped too far away from the play, lost all his momentum. And we are back to a tie game scenario. Possession, Firstkiller in his back corner. Evoh's given him a lot of space initially, but now he darts into position to pressure the ball. Not too much pressure though, as he backs off again, letting Firstkiller come at him. It's another double from Firstkiller, and it's another goal. Well, you asked for it, Evoh. You know, waited for Firstkiller to come to you. Firstkiller is just in a double tap training pack right now. It's more than a double tap, of course. He's air dribbling into rebounds with perfect control. And overall, I've been very impressed by Firstkiller's level in Salt Mine 3 Stage 3. It's a double bump though from Evoh to tie the game again. Well, the first air dribble bump had Firstkiller struggling to get the clear, and the next one completely denied him the save. Well, if you didn't like Evoh's earlier air dribble bump, that might be even worse for you to watch, or maybe two negatives cancel each other out. Or, can two wrongs make a right when it comes to air dribble bumps? In my opinion, an air dribble bump is already right, so there's no negativity to cancel out if you ask me. Evoh, gonna make the most of a boost advantage. He's back Firstkiller up well. His flick doesn't really do too much though. It's allowed Firstkiller to easily save, and then boom, the counter attack top corner. Firstkiller up so early for this one, and even though he's not dodged into the ball, you wouldn't know it. He's got maximum power on that touch. I mean, really just an extraordinary ability to transfer momentum to the ball when he needs it. Final minute approaching. Evoh gonna have a chance to tie us up once again. Will it be another physical play? It might be, you know. Okay, he goes for a clean air dribble this time after seeing Firstkiller's earlier advanced challenge. Firstkiller's got to be careful. Evoh lurking in the position. Firstkiller's got no boost. Has to back off. Now here comes Evoh again. Again, early challenge from Firstkiller. Doesn't want to give Evoh easy setups for air dribble bumps. Flip reset though from Evoh. And the low shot goes through. Firstkiller survived when he was proactive. But then when he backed off and did his usual thing, Evoh predicted the pre-jump. Good vision there by Evoh. Knew that he's getting beaten to the boost, so he didn't take the losing race. Firstkiller with a pogo shot, miss, and that could be costly. Evoh consistently and carefully scores an open net on the counter attack, and you know that really was a very, very tricky position to be trying to pogo shot from. Firstkiller's already scored one this series. That one is a whole lot harder to do at 5-all as well. Firstkiller falls for Evoh's fake kickoff, but he does get back into the play pretty quickly, so he's got some time to work with here. Evoh's got the ball though. He might not have a lot of boost, but he's flicked it into a safe position. In fact, it's bounced really high. Firstkiller's jumped early, completely missed, and Evoh doesn't put the follow-up on target. Firstkiller with the ball now. Absolute pandemonium at the end of game 2. It's another double tap from Firstkiller, and it's another goal for 6-all. Well, nothing really made sense to that play except for one thing, and that's that Firstkiller does not miss double taps. Making it look easy, placing it past Evoh. With 3 seconds left, we're right back to a tie game. Firstkiller might have a chance to win it here. Evoh got a piece of this, but it's dangerous and into the ground. Overtime game 2. Every game so important when the standings are locked up like this. Firstkiller's shot is going to play Evoh into his own back corner. Boost secured. Evoh chasing Firstkiller down the line. Firstkiller with the air dribble. Surely not another double tap. He can't keep getting away with this. It's the flip reset this time. And with 18 seconds gone in OT, Firstkiller reigns supreme in the aerial game. Evoh just can't read him, but can you blame him? Firstkiller on point once again. So much boost used by Firstkiller in that game. You know, earlier on, we saw actually even more used by Evoh. Earlier on, we saw some games in EU where there's 2300, 2400 boost used. This is a high boost game between Firstkiller and Evoh. They are zooming around the pitch. Playing with a lot of boost very often. Extremely high speed game. Evoh actually edging him when it comes to speed. Let's take a look at what else is happening across the other Salt Mine matches. Got 5 other matches happening right now for Group A and Group B. Daniel 3-0 over AJ. AJ is in trouble. Skippy has also lost 3-1 to CRR. What that means though is that AJ and Skippy will be matching up against each other in the final round to decide who finishes 5th place and who finishes last place in Group A. Wavy 2-0 over Beast Mode. That's a fight for 2nd place in the group right now. And over there in Group A, it's 2-0 Cosmic. Really giving Jack problems, and Diaz looking to extend his lead at the top of Group B. Daniel scored a 0-second goal to sweep. Oh my days. Yeah, AJ's had an absolute nightmare of a group stage this time around, and this is after he finished top 4 in stage 2, so this really did come as a surprise. Evoh, 1-0 in game 3 in just 6 seconds. Another confident finish from Evoh, even though he's had to run away from the bump threat and then quickly control the ball. I'm really liking what I'm seeing from him today. Firstkiller with another aerial play. Goes very low with it, and that actually invited the challenge from Evoh, which was a good one. Evoh playing for the boost steal at the far side. Awkward reset, but I think, yeah, he did get it, and that does put Firstkiller in a somewhat precarious position, but overall that attack just gave Firstkiller a boost. The second one might not, though. Firstkiller's miles out of the game. Evoh can't get the shots off fast enough, though, because Firstkiller's landing was clean, kept his momentum. Evoh, the ceiling double into a catch, into a reset. Shot goes low, though. Firstkiller's equal to it. Evoh had a couple of chances there, and he wasn't able to take any of them. Firstkiller can't take his next one either. The shot quality's not been at the same level as the last game for either of these players. But they are both testing each other and keeping the pressure on. Firstkiller turns around quickly and ties the game, while Evoh ends up too far out of position, grabbing a mid boost. If you are just joining us, remember that this Group B is incredibly close right now, and it's really all to play for. Anyone in the group still has a chance of winning the group. Anyone in the group still has a chance of losing the group for last place after actually 3 rounds played. So we're in the penultimate round of matches, and it's still wide open. I can't tell you. Oh, nice save by Evoh. Firstkiller, of course, on point with another double tap there, but for once not scoring it. I can tell you, apparently Jack fans, that he is struggling against Cosmic. He's losing a third game as well. Firstkiller, Jack's teammate, starting to come to life though, just getting better and better with every passing minute. He was diving almost vertically downwards in the setup to that mid-air flick, and still managed to get sufficient forward momentum on it to put it past Evoh's free jump. Firstkiller trying to make it 3. Evoh survives that exchange. Demos Firstkiller. Can he get this into the middle quickly enough? Where's Firstkiller spawning? Oh, he spawns to the far side. No chance. Of course, if he spawned near post, that would have been interesting. I think there's a chance. Yeah, there's a chance that he would have bumped Evoh and spawned. But more than likely, Evoh is scoring regardless of where Firstkiller spawned. We're right back to a level in a match that's proven to be an absolute banger. Evoh takes his time as Firstkiller backs off from the kickoff. Pathing over the small pads to set up the boost steal in the back corner. Very calculated play there from Evoh. And he's dropped the shot in to take a 1-goal lead. You know, Firstkiller must have been afraid of Evoh's immediate advance there, because he has scored some kickoff goals straight away after getting kickoff wins with low boost, just like this one. It's really smart by Evoh not to just play the same strategy every time. Sometimes from these kickoff wins, he's shooting. Sometimes he's playing for the boost grab. Sometimes he's trying to take the ball under control and dribble it. Just yet another way to mix up your game. Keep your opponent guessing. Fake ball challenge there by Evoh. Firstkiller did not bite on it. Fakes Evoh out. He ends up on the wrong side of the ball and still has time to slot the open net before Evoh can recover. Really nice coverage of that one by Firstkiller. Even if Evoh did hit the ball, he would have been hitting it straight into Firstkiller. It's always smart to think about where your opponent is going to hit the ball if you try and fake them and they don't fall for it. You can double up a fake with a 50-50 behind it. It's usually going to be a whole lot safer. Oh, what a play by Evoh. Centers the ball and then demos Firstkiller in the blink of an eye. He actually doubled it middle as well. Firstkiller would have not expected this. He probably had no idea that there was any way for Evoh to advance there while keeping control. Evoh finds one. Now it's up to Firstkiller to tie the game again. Goes for a delayed flick there with the pre-flip. Can't execute. Evoh reverse wave dash onto the ceiling now. And a fake to go low. Firstkiller outplayed by Evoh's Unbelievable car control. Reverse wave dash to the ceiling. Fakes the shot high. Catches Firstkiller pre-jumping. What an impressive series this has been. Of course, anyone taking down Firstkiller in Salt Mine is impressive enough. But to do it like this, to outplay him, much as Evoh has, that's a totally different level of impressive. Good control there by Firstkiller. Just focusing fully on placement as Evoh ended up landing in an awkward position. Both players have 100 boost. Evoh might play for that boost steal at the far side. He has done so quite a few times today. Instead, uses it as a fake. Look at that from Evoh. Fake the boost steal, then let Firstkiller have it just so he could demo him. So smart. And now starts with the air dribble. Bit of a heavy touch though. That allows Firstkiller to take over. And Firstkiller does take over. It's 5-all as Evoh loses control of his air dribble. Firstkiller with a much better result there. He's had some difficulty defending Evoh's air dribbles, especially when they've had some kind of bump or demo involved. But I like the early challenge from Firstkiller against Evoh's air dribbles. I think that's something he should be focusing on. Evoh fakes a shot, instead catches, fakes another shot. Firstkiller forced to pinch it against his own crossbar. Good awareness by Evoh, respecting the power of Firstkiller, even from his own goal line. Evoh off the sidewall, reset with a very, very heavy touch. And in fact, no follow-up planned. Evoh has to dart back to net in case Firstkiller shoots it. Firstkiller does not shoot it, he controls it and flicks it past Evoh when he does make a move. And it's Firstkiller reading the downward bounce to get the finish. You know, notice the fear that Firstkiller's striking puts into his opponents. Evoh, they're backing off to his net, just knowing that if Firstkiller does decide to shoot, that's what he has to do. And then Firstkiller can see that, just decide not to shoot, and instead take control of the situation. Oh, Firstkiller too fast. 7-5. Evoh falling apart here at the end of the game. With a 1-goal lead, Evoh probably expected Firstkiller to play a little bit more cautiously there. Firstkiller instead just dives in. He knew that Evoh wouldn't expect him to be making that move. He easily beats him to the ball. This could be the exclamation point from Firstkiller. Reset double instead. It's going to be Evoh. Okay, if he can get this going quickly, we've still got a game in our hands, and he does. 11 seconds to go as Firstkiller moves all in for a 3-goal lead, fails, and gets hit on the counter. Now, what kickoff strat is it going to be for Evoh? What would you do? 1 goal down against Firstkiller, 11 seconds to go. He's gone for a couple of fakes. Pure possession. He plays standard. It's actually Firstkiller who's faking this time. Great mix-up by FK. Now he's got Evoh in a world of trouble. Evoh forced to make a move. Firstkiller doesn't give it to him. And Evoh can only demo Firstkiller and ground the ball himself. It's 2-1 to First. Let's take a look at the other matches that are happening right now. There's a couple of more updates for you guys. Apparently Jack not out of that series against Cosmic just yet. He takes game 3 to come back from 2-0 down to 2-1. Chronic also coming back against Diaz to tie that series, and Beast Mode also coming back against Wavy to make that one 2-1. So yeah, everybody coming back right now in all of the matches that are happening. And of course, we already had confirmation of Daniel's continued reign of terror over this group. Daniel dropped 1 game in his first match against Beast Mode in this group, and then since then, if we include the loss, since Daniel's 1 loss against Beast Mode, he won 2 games in that series, and then another 9 straight. He's on an 11-game win streak right now in Group A, and yeah, obviously does top the group by an absolute mile. In fact, yeah, there's no way for anyone to catch him. 1 round to go, and Daniel's already confirmed #1 in Group A. No one can catch him. His game differential is 2 supreme. Yeah, he's obviously going to try and be the first player to go perfect in Salt Mine 3. No one yet in Salt Mine 3 in any of the main events in EU or NA. No one's managed to go 5-0. Daniel could be the first if he wins his final match of the group later on today. His last match is going to be against Wavy, the only player who did beat him in Stage 2. So a chance for Daniel to go perfect and avenge his only loss from the previous stage. So Firstkiller already up by 1 and a reset to threaten a second goal. Oh well, look at this control by Firstkiller. How does he even come up with this? Flip reset into a wave dash catch. Completely slowing down the shot and faking Evoh out, and then setting up a strong 50-50 angle in the follow-up. And that was completely premeditated as well. You can see that he angled himself on that side of the ball so that he could slow the shot down and fake out Evoh. Just ridiculous control by Firstkiller. Evoh could be scoring here. He's got no boost though, and Firstkiller spawns right in front of him. Genius spawn by Firstkiller to intercept the play as it's happening. Firstkiller pounces on the back corner play, tries to demo Evoh, and has the finish, even though Evoh has dodged him. Evoh's position was very precarious after dodging Firstkiller's bump on the back wall. The aggression pays off for Firstkiller once again, despite overall a very impressive series for Evoh. It doesn't look like he's going to get anything out of this one, except that one game, of course, which could be crucial for game win-loss differential. Evoh with a mind game, and the goal. That's a nice finish. Very convincing mind games at both sides of the pitch here. Evoh with the air roll shot fake, and no recovery possible for Firstkiller when he fell for that one. No, there's not going to be any Firstkiller versus Daniel today. Evoh's hit the bar with his own air double bump there. It's overhit the last touch before going for the bump on Firstkiller. Remember that if Firstkiller and Daniel do both win their groups, they will be the top 2 seeds in Salt Mine 3 finals. I would put them on opposite sides of the bracket. They would still, of course, both need to win in order to avoid each other until the final. They'd need to win their first match in the bracket. Otherwise, they'll, if one wins, one loses, they would end up on the same side. 3 goals to the good. Firstkiller loses out on the back corner boost race though. Evoh has space to turn. That's a fantastic first touch. He's got all the options in the world. That's another fake for Evoh, but this time Firstkiller spotted it. He's just had a bit of an easier time reading what Evoh's doing than Evoh has reading what Firstkiller is doing in this match. Still though, time for Evoh. And this air dribble bump is much better. Firstkiller can't get back to it. So it will be 2 goals the difference now. Evoh forces Firstkiller back. Firstkiller actually got bumped into the crossbar there. It would have been hilarious if he bounced back into the ball. Of course, it doesn't happen, and now Firstkiller from the kickoff able to get a 5th goal. Yeah, Evoh just getting a little bit too high on the ball there, bounced off the ball as Firstkiller hits it into him. Still way away from the end of the game here, but Firstkiller's on a bit of a hot streak. Can't get back to save this one though. Evoh with a power shot from a kickoff advantage. This time it's Firstkiller panicking after ending up in a losing position. I don't think a couple of you guys in chat speculating that Evoh's just like maybe had the wrong strategy. I don't think it comes down to strategy really. I think Firstkiller's just been better, especially in this last game. I actually like Evoh's strategy. I think for the most part he's played a great series. The one thing I would maybe like to see a bit more from him is aggression and defense, but he's not really far away from what I would say is the right amount of aggression. A nice shot as well. Still keeping it competitive in game 4. Evoh faking a shot across the goal. As soon as he sees that pre-jump, he switches sides and puts it bottom left, unsavable. Nice touch by Firstkiller. Very difficult for Evoh to do much with that one. Firstkiller dodging the bump on the way in and dodging the bump on the way out for Evoh's rotation. He does enough with his air dribble to get Evoh to lose his back corner boost. Firstkiller reverse challenge. Perhaps a bit risky, but he makes it work. He's just gaining advantages little by little, and eventually the net is open for Firstkiller to boom the ball into. Just too clean with it there, Firstkiller. If Evoh does miss, then Firstkiller's already got himself perfectly positioned for that touch. AJ asking, does anyone know if he quals for top 8 if Firstkiller wins this series? I don't think so, AJ. I don't think you're confirmed. We need to wait for the final round. Most likely. Yeah, because Group B is still wide open, so even if Firstkiller does win this, there's still a lot that can change in the last round. But yeah, I think if you beat Skippy, AJ, you're in a pretty good spot. Yeah, that 1 point. Firstkiller looking to close out the series with controlled aggression. Oh, what a pass to himself. Firstkiller collects the boost from Evoh's end of the field as well. Zero shot doesn't do too much, just giving Evoh something small to worry about before he rotates back into defense. Evoh with a flip reset. Looking for placement, but Firstkiller's got the save. Even though Evoh sniped top corner, Firstkiller's still there for the finish. Still there for the save, sorry. Now, this should be a goal for Evoh, though. Ah, he's missed it. He apologizes in chat. Yeah, that was wide open there for Evoh. And you feel like he needed that one if he's going to come back here. Firstkiller back in control in the midfield. And yeah, good aggression by Firstkiller, shutting down Evoh's control play. Firstkiller knew that Evoh was likely to try and play for an unstoppable shot there. Didn't have an early outplay ready. Yeah, safe continuation again by Firstkiller. No risks taken. Just avoiding dunks like the plague. And now 8-4 should just about do it. Evoh drops GG's twin in the chat and leaves the lobby. Yeah, Firstkiller too good. Evoh actually looking very impressive today as well. But the longer the series went on, the better it got for Firstkiller and the worse it seemed to get for Evoh as a result. Let's take a look at the post-series highlights from Firstkiller versus Evoh now. Extremely creative offense by both players. I love the changes of pace that are, sometimes not there in highly mechanical series like this, where the players just decide to go full speed, blistering pace the entire series. In this one, it was actually very calculated movement by both. Evoh got game 1, actually looked good in game 2 as well, but did not have the consistency to go down the stretch with FK. Yeah, massive game 2 by Firstkiller, with the double taps especially. Did you get a TLDR from EU on this stream? Well, the bracket's out. You can check on Wikipedia. The bracket is out for EU's Salt Mine 3 finals, which is going to be taking place next week. You can go and see where everybody ended up. The entire tournament up to this point is built into the Salt Mine 3 finals. So post-series stats actually extremely even. Look at that. Down the line. Inseparable when it comes to field control and possession. Almost inseparable when it comes to boost consumption as well. But definitely a difference, and a growing difference as the series went on when it comes to games score and goals scored. Let's take a look at what other matches are still going in this round. There's a few more results confirmed. AJ obviously lost to Daniel much earlier. CRR 3-1 over Skippy. Wavy able to close out the series 3-1 over Beast Mode. That's great news for everybody currently in the top 8 in points, because Beast Mode was one of the players threatening to come back and take a spot away from them. Now he's got a very, very tough final match against CRR in an attempt to finish off top 3. You know, Beast Mode still could finish off top 3, though, after all is said and done.